Archangel Michael declares, open this message at once. A wonderful surprise is on its way to your home. Do not delay, open this message immediately. There is no more time to waste, no more waiting in silence, no more wondering if the heavens have heard your cry. You were led here today by something far greater than chance. The voice of God is moving through the heavens, and I, Michael, his warrior and protector, have been sent with a divine declaration that cannot be ignored. This is not ordinary news, this is not something you brush aside, for what I bring is the assurance that something beautiful, holy, and life-changing is already moving toward you. You may not see it yet, but it is already on the way. A breakthrough from the throne of God, prepared in love, wrapped in mercy, and anointed with power is headed straight to your home. Comment Amen if your spirit feels the weight of this message and you receive it with faith in your heart. Heaven has not forgotten your name. The King of Kings has never once looked away from you. I see the battles you have faced in the dark, I know the tears that have fallen behind closed doors, but even more than that, God knows. And He has now released a surprise, not just any surprise, but a divine interruption that will shatter the chains of delay, lift the burden from your shoulders, and mark your life with undeniable evidence of His goodness. If this message stirs something inside you, please like this video so it may reach others who need this same word of hope. The enemy has tried to convince you that nothing will change, that your prayers have gone unheard, that your struggle has no end. But I stand now in full armor, carrying the fire of heaven, not with empty words, but with a message of truth that will pierce every lie you have been told. God has ordered a shift, a holy turnaround, a miracle that will arrive unannounced but right on time. And I am here, with sword drawn, standing guard over what is coming to you. Let no fear find shelter in your heart. Let no doubt remain seated in your mind. The winds of God are moving, and they are carrying something sacred. What you thought was delayed was actually being prepared. What felt like silence was divine strategy. What seemed like distance was God pulling back the veil to show you who He really is. And now, He sends me, His servant, His archangel, not to whisper but to declare boldly that what you've been waiting for is already in motion. The surprise that is on its way is not small. It will not merely comfort you, it will transform you. It will quiet every voice of fear that kept you up at night. It will break the cycle that kept repeating itself. It will reach into your home, your family, your finances, your health, and it will do what no human hand could ever do. Because this surprise is not made of earthly things. It is God's own response, the fruit of your tears, your faith, and your endurance. You who have felt like giving up, hold on just a little longer. You who have wondered if heaven still sees you, this is your sign. I bring this message with holy urgency because what's coming cannot be delayed any longer. You don't have to chase after it. You don't have to beg for it. You simply have to receive it. God's timing is now, His hand is stretched out, and His blessing is already making its way down. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are deeply known, greatly loved, and chosen for this hour. And the surprise coming to your house is proof of that. It's not just an answer to your prayer. It is God's own way of showing that your pain was never in vain. That your midnight cries did not go unnoticed. That even when you felt you had no strength left, He was carrying you. Comment 11:11 if you believe this surprise is already on the way to your home. This is the hour to make room in your heart, to clear away the dust of discouragement, and to lift your eyes again to heaven. The Lord your God is mighty to save, slow to anger, rich in mercy, and faithful to all His promises. He does not forget those who trust Him. And now, He is rewarding you with something so unexpected, so beautiful, that your heart will overflow with praise. This surprise will answer questions you've never spoken out loud. It will fill the empty corners of your soul with light again. It will restore what was stolen and heal what was broken. I have not come to flatter or to entertain, I have come with heaven's command. Prepare yourself. Make room in your soul. Speak life over your days again. Begin to thank God before you even see it, because that is how close this miracle truly is. It's not far off. It's not buried in the distance. It's close. Closer than your next breath. And when it arrives, it will carry a signature that no man can forge. You will know it was the hand of God, and you will never doubt again that He is near to those who cry out to Him. This is not the end of your story. This is not the end of your hope. A wonderful surprise is coming, and it is being carried not by chance but by divine order. I, Michael, the Archangel of God, have been sent not just to guard, but to guide this message to you. Listen closely. Hold these words with care. For the Lord has written this moment into your life for a reason. He has seen your hidden strength, your quiet obedience, your faith when it hurt to believe. And now He answers. What's the buzz behind the 7-second brain trick making headlines? A recently leaked CIA brain ritual is turning heads, and bank balances. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning money blocks into unstoppable wealth flow. Homes, cars, and cash are flooding in. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You who have waited so long in silence, you who have smiled through your pain and walked forward even when you felt empty, this surprise is God's answer to all of it. He has seen how you loved even when your heart was breaking. He knows how you forgave what hurt you deeply. He watched as you gave when you had little and believed when you had nothing. And because of that, you are being rewarded. Not because of how strong you are, but because of how faithful He is. You are about to witness how powerful God's love truly is when it arrives in the form of a miracle prepared just for you. I, Michael, stand as a witness to what is coming. I do not speak by my own will. I speak what I have been commanded to release. And the message is clear. Get ready. What is headed your way will change your life. It will bring peace to your home where chaos tried to live. It will bring healing where pain made a home. It will bring laughter where silence grew heavy. And it will bring rest to your soul, because the storm you thought would last forever is about to pass. The surprise is not only coming, it is being accelerated. Where the enemy tried to delay your destiny, heaven has removed every obstacle. What you thought would take years, God is doing in days. The moments you spent sowing in sorrow are about to be met with a harvest of joy. This is divine timing. It is no longer a matter of if or when. It is already on its way. You will see it with your own eyes. You will touch it with your hands. And when it comes, there will be no confusion, no doubt, no fear. Just pure wonder and thanksgiving. Comment 222 if you trust that the surprise from heaven will reach your home without delay. You must understand how precious you are to the Lord. You must know that this surprise is not about material things alone. It is about restoration. Restoration of your hope. Restoration of your dreams. Restoration of your voice. Some of you lost yourself in the process of surviving, but God is now sending a reminder of who you are in Him. This surprise will awaken something eternal inside of you. It will bring you back to life. It will shake off the dust of despair and stir a new song in your heart. You have walked through valleys, but you are still standing. You have endured losses that felt unbearable, yet you have not been destroyed. And now, the season of mourning is shifting. The ashes you carried are being exchanged for beauty. Not only that, but the Lord is going to use what you've gone through as part of the blessing. Every piece of pain will be folded into the miracle in such a way that when you look back, you will see only God's fingerprints covering every part of your journey. This is why you must not lose hope now. You must not give up just before it arrives. So many people fall just before their blessing finds them. But not you. You've come too far, prayed too hard, cried too long to give up in this moment. The Lord has already dispatched angels on your behalf. The surprise has already been wrapped in His glory and marked with your name. You will not miss it. You will not be bypassed. And you will not be forgotten. The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, He is your God too. The same one who opened barren wombs, who parted seas, who caused fire to fall from heaven and raised the dead to life, He is the one who is sending this blessing to you. And I am here to guard it. Nothing the enemy tries will stop what has already been declared by the throne. I will fight for it. I will war for it. I will stand between your home and the plans of darkness, because the word of the Lord must be fulfilled in your life. You may feel weak. You may feel tired. But the Lord's strength is being perfected in you even now. That weakness is not your failure, it is your invitation to lean on His power. And in that leaning, He will carry you across the finish line. Not with exhaustion, but with joy. Not with fear, but with boldness. Not with lack, but with fullness. What you are about to step into is a divine surprise that will restore everything the enemy tried to strip away from you. You are walking into a season of open doors, unexpected favor, divine appointments, and peace that does not make sense to the world. People will look at your life and say they cannot explain it. They will wonder how someone like you, someone who went through so much, someone who should have lost everything, ended up with so much peace, so much joy, so much purpose. And your answer will be simple. God did it. He sent a surprise that turned it all around. Comment 555 if your faith says this word is for you and your household. You don't need to strive anymore. You don't need to chase after it. You only need to stay in position. Keep your heart tender, your spirit open, and your eyes fixed on the Lord. Because He is not only sending something to you, He is preparing you to receive it. This is about more than the blessing itself. This is about what it will awaken inside of you. Your faith is being stretched. Your spirit is being enlarged. And your capacity to carry the glory of God is growing. Everything that was placed on hold is being reactivated. What was blocked is being released. What was tangled is being straightened. What was buried is being unearthed. God is not just giving you what you lost. He is giving you more than what you asked for, because He is not a God of just enough. He is the God of abundance, the God of overflow, the God who prepares tables in the presence of your enemies and fills your cup until it runs over. And this surprise will leave you speechless, not because it is loud, but because it is holy. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. There are moments in your life when the natural cannot explain what happens next. When every door that was once shut swings open. When the weight you carried lifts suddenly. When people who counted you out begin to ask what changed. And what changed is this: heaven stepped in. God's favor touched your situation. His word went forth, and it did not return void. The surprise that is about to land in your life is the proof of His covenant love, His mercy, and His promise that He will never leave you nor forsake you. Comment 1212 if you believe that divine favor is about to touch your life in ways you never imagined before. You have been faithful in what seemed like forgotten seasons. You kept praying when you heard no answers. You kept giving when you saw no return. You kept believing even when your faith felt faint. And now, like rain falling on dry ground, the Lord is sending refreshing, restoration, and renewal that will restore every weary place in your soul. This is not an empty promise. This is not a temporary comfort. This is the kind of surprise that rewrites your story and silences every voice that told you it was too late. When you see it begin to unfold, you will remember this word. You will know that God was preparing you for it the entire time. He allowed the delay to build your endurance. He permitted the silence to increase your faith. He used the pain to bring you closer to His heart. And now, in His perfect timing, He is lifting the veil. He is revealing the purpose behind the pressure. He is turning what tried to break you into the very thing that will bless you. This surprise is wrapped in layers of God's kindness. It carries peace so deep that it will quiet your mind at night. It brings restoration so full that it will cause you to breathe differently. It is not just for you, but for those connected to you. Your obedience has opened a door not just for yourself but for others around you. The blessing that is coming will touch generations. It will heal broken family lines. It will restore honor to your name. It will leave a legacy that speaks of God's power long after this moment passes. Do not be surprised when the shift begins. Do not doubt it when it comes easily. Many of you are so used to struggle that you've forgotten how to receive without fear. But this time, you won't have to fight for it. This time, you won't have to plead for it. This time, you won't have to explain yourself or prove your worth. God is giving this to you because He loves you, because He chose you, and because you are ready now. You've been refined. You've been purified. And now, you're being trusted with something holy. Comment 777 if you believe this blessing has been assigned to you by heaven itself. This is the hour when the Lord shows Himself strong on behalf of those whose hearts are loyal to Him. You have trusted Him when it was costly. You walked away from things that tempted you. You stayed on the path even when it felt lonely. And now, heaven honors that. I have seen the moments when you had every reason to turn back but didn't. And that faith, that quiet strength, has brought you to this divine moment. The surprise is not just an event. It is a turning point. A divine visitation. It is a doorway into a new chapter that God has written for you. And every part of it has been shaped by His hand. The timing, the details, the way it arrives, it will all speak of God's goodness and His love for you. You will know in your spirit that this did not come from man, this was not luck, this was not coincidence. This was God. Many of you will feel it before you see it. You will wake up with peace for no reason. You will feel hope rising again without explanation. You will notice a shift in the way you think, the way you pray, the way you walk through your days. That is the Spirit of God preparing your heart for what is about to be revealed. Don't ignore those signs. Lean into them. Let them anchor you in the truth that something greater is unfolding even now. Do not be afraid to hope again. Do not be afraid to expect good things. God is not teasing you. He is not dangling a promise just out of reach. He is faithful. He is just. And He is kind. If He has spoken it, He will bring it to pass. And I, Michael, have come to ensure that nothing interferes with what has been appointed to you. I have come to remind you that you are not forgotten, you are not invisible, and your story is far from over. You are being prepared for a season where your joy will no longer be temporary, where your peace will not be shaken, and where your faith will bear fruit. Everything you walked through had purpose. Every tear you shed watered the seeds of breakthrough. And now, the harvest is coming in. The surprise is not a single blessing, it is the beginning of a flow of favor that will change everything. You will not just feel better. You will be made whole. You will not just be encouraged. You will be strengthened. You will not just get by. You will thrive. And when this happens, when the surprise arrives, let it be a reminder of this truth: God has always been with you. Even when you could not feel Him, even when you questioned everything, He was right there, shaping the outcome, planning the release, writing this chapter. Even now, angels are moving. Even now, preparations are being made in the unseen. I, Michael, have been commanded to stand guard over what is coming to you. I have not been sent with a possibility or with wishful words, but with certainty. This word is already settled in heaven, and it is now coming into alignment on earth. The enemy tried everything to distract you, to discourage you, and to disconnect you from your promise, but he has failed. What belongs to you by God's word cannot be stolen, delayed, or cancelled by darkness. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You must understand how critical this moment truly is. This is not just a season shift, it is a spiritual transfer. What was being withheld is now being handed over. What was locked up is now being opened wide. And this is happening not because you were perfect, but because you remained. Because you stood when everything inside of you wanted to collapse. Because you prayed when no one saw. Because you loved when you were not loved in return. And heaven saw every moment of it. Comment 999 if your spirit feels the truth of this moment and you receive it with open hands and faith. God has not overlooked your heart. He has not ignored your cry. He is not slow in keeping his promises as some understand slowness, but rather, he is precise. When he moves, he does so with purpose, and now is the appointed time. Now is when the surprise begins to break through the veil. It may come quietly, it may come suddenly, but it will come surely. And when it does, it will carry the fragrance of heaven with it. What is coming will not only restore what was lost, it will establish something new. Something you did not expect. Something that will reach into places of your life that haven't known peace in years. The Lord is not just addressing the outer issues. He is healing the deep places, the hidden wounds, the private pains. This surprise will bring wholeness, not just relief. It will bring answers, not just comfort. It will bring freedom, not just a temporary escape. This is how deeply God cares for you. He doesn't want you to simply survive your days. He wants you to live them with joy, with purpose, with peace that passes all understanding. And that is what this divine surprise is carrying with it. A change that is bigger than finances. A restoration that is deeper than relationships. A renewal that reaches into your spirit and gives you back the pieces of yourself that life tried to take away. I speak this with urgency because what is unfolding is holy. I speak it with tenderness because I know how long you've waited. And I speak it with authority because this word is from the throne of the Almighty. There is no force strong enough to stop it. No power dark enough to cancel it. No scheme clever enough to block it. What God sends to you, He also protects, and I have been assigned to stand with sword drawn over your house, over your heart, over your destiny. This surprise will be proof that God heard you. It will be evidence that you were never alone. That the silence you felt was not absence, but divine orchestration. God was arranging every detail, removing every obstacle, softening every heart that needed to respond. And now, it is coming together. You may not see all the pieces yet, but heaven sees it fully formed, and it is on the way to you. Comment 1010 if you know this promise is not just for someone else, but it is for you. This is your reminder not to give up in the final stretch. So many lose heart just before the blessing breaks through. They let weariness steal their praise, let fear silence their faith, and let disappointment close their hands. But not you. You were built for this moment. You were shaped in the fire so you could stand in the glory. You are not here by accident. You are here because you are chosen. You carry something inside of you that the world needs to see. That light, that hope, that unwavering belief that God is good even when life is hard. That's what makes you different. That's what heaven honors. And that is why this surprise is coming to you. Not just because you need it, but because you're ready to carry it. You're ready to steward it. You're ready to glorify God through it. The Lord has prepared a surprise that will humble you in the best way. It will bring tears not of sorrow but of gratitude. It will stop you in your tracks and bring you to your knees, not from pain, but from overwhelming wonder. You will lift your hands not in desperation, but in praise. You will remember this moment as the moment everything changed, and not because of what you did, but because of who God is. When others hear your testimony, they will believe again. When they see the evidence of God's hand in your life, their faith will be stirred. You will be a sign. A walking, breathing sign that God still moves. That He still speaks. That He still surprises His people with goodness they didn't even know how to ask for. You will not just tell people about God, you will show them. So do not let the weight of today make you forget the promise of tomorrow. Do not let the pain of the past make you blind to the glory of what is coming. This is your time. Not next year. Not when things feel easier. Right now. Heaven has called your name. The surprise has been marked with your name. The Lord has written your story with His own hand, and this chapter will be one of joy. Your waiting was never wasted. Your prayers were never in vain. Your tears were never ignored. All of it has built up before the throne like a fragrant offering, and now the Lord is responding. He is responding with a surprise that will settle the unrest in your heart. That will lift you from the pit of discouragement and place you on the rock of unshakable peace. This surprise is more than provision, more than restoration, more than breakthrough. It is an invitation. God is not just giving something to you. He is drawing you into something with Him. Into deeper trust, deeper love, deeper alignment with His Spirit. There is a closeness you are about to step into that you have never known before. Not because you prayed more than others, not because you were more holy, but because your heart remained tender when it could have turned cold. That is what moved God. Your tenderness. Your worship in the dark. Your yes, even when everything in you wanted to say no. Comment 1515 if you feel your heart being stirred and opened by this truth right now. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. God saw every time you could have walked away, but didn't. Every time you could have given into anger, but chose love. Every time you could have collapsed in bitterness, but you lifted your eyes instead. He saw it, and now, he is answering. Not just with reward, but with relationship. That is the real gift within the surprise. A deeper, more unshakable connection with your Father. One that will not be swayed by circumstances or emotions. One that will anchor you through every storm still ahead. This is why the surprise is so important. Because it's not just about what changes around you, it's about what changes in you. This is where your faith becomes rooted like never before. This is where your voice begins to carry more weight in the Spirit. This is where your identity becomes clearer, stronger, and more secure in who God says you are. The enemy tried to break that part of you. He wanted to steal your voice, silence your belief, and drown your hope. But heaven stepped in. And now, the same areas where you were attacked will become the very places where God's glory is revealed. You are about to become a living testimony. The surprise is not only meant to bless you but to draw others to the light of Christ shining through you. People who thought God had forgotten them will see how He came through for you and believe again. People who lost their way will find the road again because your life became a signpost. This is bigger than your comfort. This is bigger than your relief. This is about revival, and it is beginning with you. This is why you must hold on. You must not grow weary in the waiting. Heaven is not silent. The Father is not still. Everything is being arranged with precision. The angels are working under divine instruction. I am standing in full readiness, and the time is drawing near. You will see it. You will know it. And when it comes, there will be no doubt. Every fear will fall silent in the face of such grace. Comment 1717 if you believe this is your moment of spiritual awakening and divine release. The pressure you felt lately is not punishment. It is preparation. The tension you've experienced is because something inside you was stretching, enlarging, being made ready to carry something heavier, something more powerful. Just as a tree's roots grow deeper before the branches stretch higher, so have your roots been driven deep into faith, into trust, into surrender. That is why the winds could not uproot you. That is why the storms could not destroy you. You were being established. And now comes the fruit. Now comes the harvest. Now comes the manifestation of everything heaven has been preparing in secret. The surprise will appear suddenly, but it was never sudden to God. It was planned from the beginning. Even the battles you fought were part of the positioning. Every delay redirected you, refined you, and now rewards you. You will no longer carry the weight of yesterday's pain. The surprise will not only restore your present but will begin to redeem your past. The tears you cried will not be wasted. The shame you carried will be lifted. The lies you believed will be broken. This blessing will wash over places in your heart that even you have forgotten. God is thorough. He is not coming just to fix one area. He is coming to make all things new. There are things inside you that you thought were gone, dreams you buried, hopes you abandoned, visions you silenced, but God did not forget them. The surprise He is sending is wrapped with those very things. He is breathing life back into what you thought had died. He is reviving promises that seemed lost. And He is doing it in such a way that you will know it was always Him holding it together, even when you couldn't see it. Your house, your heart, your life, it is all being touched by heaven. There is a peace coming that will not be shaken. There is a joy coming that will not be shallow. There is a clarity coming that will cut through confusion like sunlight through fog. When the surprise comes, it will come with these gifts. And it will leave you changed. Not for a day. Not for a season. But permanently. You will walk differently. You will pray differently. You will see yourself differently. Because the blessing will not just change your situation, it will change your posture, your perspective, your purpose. And once you walk into it, there will be no going back to who you were before. You have been made ready through the fire, and now you will walk in the fullness of what that fire was preparing you for. This surprise is not a one-time touch of favor. It is a divine reset. It is heaven's way of wiping away the old pain and writing a new chapter with His own hand. The pain, the loss, the betrayal, the seasons of loneliness, they were not in vain. They were the soil in which this miracle was planted. And now, it is blooming. You are about to walk into days where your heart will feel lighter, not because your circumstances are perfect, but because the weight of trying to figure it all out alone is being lifted by the presence of God. He is stepping in now, fully, deeply, completely, and His answer is not just enough, it is more than enough. What He is about to give you will quiet the ache that has followed you for years. The ache for stability, for reassurance, for rest. All of that is coming with this wonderful surprise, and you will feel it reach into places within you that you haven't let anyone touch in a very long time. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. You've built walls, not out of pride, but out of survival. You've smiled when you were hurting, helped others while you were breaking, and stayed strong for people who didn't even notice how much it cost you. But heaven noticed. The Lord saw it all. And now He responds with more than comfort. He responds with restoration. He responds with joy that won't leave you. He responds with a peace that will not fade after a single prayer, but will remain with you like a river that keeps flowing and never runs dry. Comment Amen if your soul has longed for this kind of peace and you are ready to receive it with your whole heart. This surprise is so holy, so precise, and so timely that you will look back and understand why things had to happen the way they did. The delays will make sense. The losses will be seen in a new light. Because what God is sending is not random, it is intentional. It has purpose. It is not just about making you feel better, but about positioning you in the exact place you were always meant to be. The detours, the disappointments, the seasons that felt wasted, all of it will now serve the unfolding of God's divine plan for your life. You may not have realized it, but during your hardest times, heaven was building something deep within you. Your spirit was growing stronger. Your ears were being trained to hear His voice more clearly. Your heart was being expanded so it could carry more of His presence. And now, with this surprise, everything you've been becoming on the inside will begin to manifest on the outside. The healing you fought for in silence will now be seen in the joy on your face. The prayers you whispered in secret will now be answered in ways so visible, so undeniable, that even those who doubted you will have to admit that God was with you all along. This surprise is not small. It will reach into the cracks of your life and pour light into every space that once held fear, shame, or confusion. The Lord is not skipping over details. He is a perfect Father, and He knows how to touch what hurts in just the right way. You will not be left with broken pieces. You will be made whole. You will not be stuck in cycles of hope and disappointment. You will rise with new strength, and this time, it will last. Comment 333 if you declare by faith that this is your moment to rise with strength and walk into wholeness. Even now, angels are being positioned around you. Not only to protect what is coming, but to prepare the way for it to enter without interference. Every battle in the Spirit has already been addressed. Every attempt by the enemy to delay, distract, or detour this miracle has been overruled by the authority of God. I have been sent to speak this into your life, not to impress you, but to prepare you. Because when it arrives, it will be unlike anything you expected. Some of you have stopped dreaming. You've adjusted your expectations because life has been so heavy. But God is lifting that heaviness now. He is restoring your ability to believe again. He is not only giving you something to celebrate, but He is giving you back your hope. He is awakening the part of you that once saw beauty in small things. The part of you that used to wake up with purpose. The part of you that smiled at the thought of the future. All of that is being renewed through what He is about to release. You will not only see doors open, you will walk through them with clarity and courage. You will not only receive healing, you will become a source of healing to others. You will not only survive this season, you will thrive in it, and you will carry the glory of God with you into every space you step into. People will be drawn to the peace you carry. They will ask where your joy comes from. And you will tell them about the moment God turned it all around. About the day you received the word that something wonderful was coming, and how it changed everything. You don't need to understand every detail right now. You only need to stay open, stay faithful, and stay expectant. Because what's on the way is already moving. It's already on the path toward you. It may arrive in a form you don't expect. It may come through a door you didn't even knock on. But you will know it by the way your spirit responds. It will bring peace. It will bring clarity. It will bring joy that feels too big to contain. This is not the end. This is not where your story stops. This is the beginning of something sacred, something lasting, something you'll look back on years from now and say, that was the moment God came through for me in a way I'll never forget. This is that moment. Not in the distance. Not someday. Now.